Manmohan Singh, one of India's most respected and transformative leaders, is known for his quiet demeanour and brilliant economic reforms that reshaped the country. A technocrat with deep political insight, his story is not just of a leader, but of a visionary who took India to new heights. Born in 1932 in a small village in Punjab, Manmohan Singh's journey from a humble background to becoming the Prime Minister of India is nothing short of inspiring. After completing his education in economics at Punjab University, Singh went on to study at Cambridge University and later Oxford. His academic prowess laid the foundation for what would become a transformative political career. The year 1991 was a pivotal moment in Indian history. The country faced an economic crisis, with foreign exchange reserves at an all-time low. India's growth story was at a crossroads. That's when Manmohan Singh, as the finance minister, stepped in to implement a series of radical economic reforms. Singh's policies opened up the Indian economy to the world, dismantling the licence Raj and liberalising industries. He played a key role in privatisation, reducing trade barriers and attracting foreign investment. Under his leadership, India saw rapid growth, which set the stage for a new era of global recognition. In 2004, Singh became the 13th Prime Minister of India. Although his tenure as PM was marked by coalition politics, he continued to steer the country with a steady hand. His government was credited with strong economic growth, yet his legacy remains defined by his emphasis on inclusive development. On the global stage, Singh was known for his diplomacy and for building stronger ties with countries like the United States, Russia, and China. He was also the architect of the landmark India-U.S. nuclear deal, which marked a significant shift in India's foreign policy. Domestically, Manmohan Singh's government worked on social welfare programs, increasing access to healthcare and education, and pushing for rural development. His efforts were often overshadowed by political drama, but his focus remained on the nation's progress. Manmohan Singh's leadership was always more about substance than style. He didn't seek the limelight, but his decisions resonated deeply across the country. He was instrumental in India's emergence as a global economic power, yet he was often misunderstood as being too quiet or too reserved. But behind that calm exterior was a man of immense intellect and courage. Even after his time as Prime Minister, Manmohan Singh remained a very important person in India. He stayed active in the government and continued to share his thoughts on important topics like the economy and social issues. After being Prime Minister, he still cared deeply about serving the people and helping India move forward. Even though he wasn't the Prime Minister anymore, other leaders and decision-makers still wanted to hear his ideas. They valued his knowledge and experience, especially when it came to the economy. When things were politically difficult, people listened to his calm and thoughtful words. As he got older, Manmohan Singh never stopped caring about India. He always believed in making sure everyone had a chance to succeed, helping those living in poverty and making sure everyone was treated fairly. He always put the needs of the Indian people first. So when we think about his legacy, it's not just about what he did in the past, but how his dedication to India continues to inspire us today. Let's talk about a remarkable leader Manmohan Singh, he really changed India's economy for the better. Back in the 1990s, he made some big changes that helped India grow really fast. And guess what? Those changes are still helping India today. But he did more than just the economy. He was a really honest leader, someone who truly cared about people. He always put India first, and everyone knew it. That's why people respected him so much. All over India, people talk about him as a role model. He showed everyone that you don't need to be loud to be a great leader. Sometimes the best way to make a difference is to work hard and be kind. Manmohan Singh's story isn't just something from the past, it's a reminder that we can all make a difference by being thoughtful and caring. He showed us that real leadership is about helping others and making the world a better place. Okay, so let's talk about the amazing things Manmohan Singh did for India's economy. Back in 1991, when he became the finance minister, India was in a really tough spot. The economy was struggling and things weren't looking good. But Singh had a plan, a really good one. He made some big changes to how India did business with the rest of the world. He made it easier for companies to trade and encourage people from other countries to invest in India. And guess what? It worked. India's economy started growing really fast and things started getting a lot better for a lot of people. Singh also knew that technology was important, so he made sure that India was moving forward in that area. That's a big reason why cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad became famous for technology and created lots of jobs. But here's the best part. Singh didn't just care about money and numbers. He wanted to make sure that everyone in India benefited from the growing economy. He helped a lot of people escape poverty and have better lives. He believed that everyone should share in India's success. Manmohan Singh was the finance minister and later the prime minister, and during that time he changed India's economy for the better. He was a great leader who always wanted India to grow and prosper, and his work has made a lasting difference for India and its people. Manmohan Singh wasn't just a brilliant leader for India's economy, he was also a super-skilled diplomat on the world stage. When he became Prime Minister, he knew it was really important for India to have strong friendships with other countries. Mr. Singh's work as a diplomat was key to making India's relationships with powerful countries even stronger. He worked really hard to improve how India got along with the United States. And this led to a very important agreement called the Indo-U.S. nuclear deal. This agreement wasn't just a symbol of teamwork. It also helped make sure India had enough energy for its growing population. Mr. Singh also worked on building closer ties with nearby countries, focusing on peace and growing together. Even though it was tough, he kept talking with Pakistan, showing how much he cared about making sure things were calm and safe in the area. When Mr. Singh was in charge, India became a big part of important global groups like the G20. There he spoke up for countries that were still developing. He always used smart thinking and pushed for fair solutions to big world problems like climate change and the gap between rich and poor. Manmohan Singh's work with other countries wasn't just about making friends. It was about showing the world that India was a responsible and important country. The way he worked with other countries still affects how India interacts with the world today. This shows that even though he was a quiet leader, he had big ideas about how countries could work together in peace. Everyone talks about how smart Manmohan Singh was with money and how well he talked to other countries. But he was also a really good person, and that's something we should talk about too. He was born in a small village called Gar in Punjab back in 1932, and guess what? He became the leader of India. That just shows you. If you work hard and get a good education, you can do anything. Even as a kid, Singh loved to learn new things. He went to really famous schools like Cambridge and Oxford, where he learned all about how money works, but even though he was super smart, he was never snobby. He always remembered where he came from. Singh was a simple man with good values. He had a loving wife, Gulsharan Kaur, and 3 daughters. They were his rock, always there for him. He taught his daughters to be humble and get a good education, just like him. He wasn't just honest and hard-working at work, but in his everyday life too. He was a quiet man, but he always did what was right for the country. Even when things got tough in his job or people criticized him, he never gave up on doing the right thing. He wanted to make India a better place, and that's what kept him going. People from all walks of life respected him for that. Manmohan Singh shows us that you can be a powerful leader and still be a good person. He didn't need to brag or show off. He just did his job with honesty and cared about people. His life story reminds us that real leaders work hard to help others and always stick to their beliefs. Manmohan Singh, a remarkable man who went from a small village in Punjab all the way to the top of India's government. His time as Prime Minister was a game changer for India. He helped India grow like never before. Millions of people were lifted out of poverty, and India became a major player in the world's economy. He opened up India's economy, bringing in more businesses and helping people start their own companies. But Manmohan Singh was about more than just the economy. He really cared about people, especially those who needed help the most. He worked hard to improve education, healthcare, and life in rural areas, leaving a positive mark on India. On the world stage, Manmohan Singh made sure India's voice was heard. He built strong relationships with other countries and helped shape India's role in the world. Even when things got tough, Manmohan Singh never gave up on his beliefs. He always acted with honesty, humility, and a deep commitment to serving the people. This earned him respect from people of all backgrounds. Manmohan Singh's story shows us that you don't need to be loud or flashy to be a great leader. He focused on making a real difference, and his life inspires us to work hard, stay humble, and always put our country first. Manmohan Singh may not have been the loudest voice in the room, but his quiet, thoughtful approach to governance transformed India in ways that continue to shape the nation today. His legacy is not just one of economic reform, but also of a leader who put the country's future above everything else. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories of impactful leaders from around the world.